Resume is the first thing that the employer sees. That's why it is essential to make it stand out. Do you need to write a resume? Maybe you already have one. I've looked at hundreds of resumes as a technical interviewer, and I can tell you that a resume tells a lot about a person. In this video, we will explore some key strategies to create an impressive resume that highlights all your accomplishments and skills effectively. So let's start with the most important one, and this would be the project and job descriptions that you put on your resume. When listing your job positions, it is important to include three key elements. This would be the short description of your project, your main responsibilities, and additional activities. I'm saying this because a lot of people end up writing just generic responsibilities. Instead, you should show what you have actually accomplished. Start using the past tense and be as specific as possible by adding all the necessary details. Next, to showcase your skills effectively, separate them into two categories: hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are specific technical abilities related to your working field, while soft skills are transferable qualities such as communication and leadership. A lot of people underestimate soft skills and completely forget about them, which is really bad. I've heard a very good statement: hard skills may get you in the door, but soft skills will help you succeed. And when highlighting your soft skills, don't just list them. Provide concrete examples of how you were able to use them and explain what they really mean to you. Next tip would be to organize your hard skills by categories. This will make your resume more user-friendly and easier for a recruiter to navigate. So for example, you can group them into frameworks, plugins, SDKs, libraries, and really anything else. Not only does this help the recruiter, but it makes you look like a person who can organize and showcase their skills effectively. Then, along with educational background, don't forget to put any relevant certifications and achievements that you have. As long as it demonstrates a certain hard or soft skill related to your area, be sure to include it. These additions enhance your credibility and showcase your commitment to continuous learning and professional development. The next tip that I highly recommend is to have your resume in three places: LinkedIn, PDF, and a personal website. LinkedIn is pretty obvious as it is the biggest employment platform that there is, and it helps you to expand your visibility. PDF version of your resume becomes very useful when you need to send it as an attachment, for example, over email. Finally, having a personal website allows you to demonstrate all the information, experience, and skills that you want to show in a customized and professional manner. Having your resume in these three versions will help you go a long way. Lastly, this might sound simple, but don't forget to include your contact information in your resume. Provide the common ways that recruiters can get in contact with you through email, phone, or social networks. Sometimes people forget about it, and it makes it hard or even impossible for a recruiter to get in contact with you. For example, when I have a scheduled interview and the candidate doesn't come, I open up his resume, I look up contacts, I get in touch with him, he comes, and everyone is happy. But sometimes I open up a CV and see no contacts at all. And this is bad both for the candidate and for the company, as we potentially lost a very good employee. Now that we've covered the main components of a strong resume, let's explore some additional tips that will help you to enhance the chances of your success. And you know what else will help you to increase the chances of your success? Subscribing to this channel. I have a lot of videos dedicated to this kind of stuff, so make sure to check it out. It is a good idea to continuously refresh your resume, so whenever you learn a new skill or you have a new experience, add it to your resume right away. It is very easy to forget about valuable experiences later on, so just add them right away, and do this regularly. This way you can ensure that all your experiences are added accurately and your resume is updated all the time. Along with your resume, it's a good idea to have a separate portfolio of your projects that you can showcase to your potential recruiters. I believe it's important to show all the projects that you've ever worked on, even if they were under NDA, but make sure to not break any rules. Not only will this show the actual experiences that you had, but it will also demonstrate your ability to handle confidential work. Next, I will always advise you to add a professional looking photo of yourself to your resume. The number one thing that it does is that it humanizes your application and makes it more memorable in the eyes of recruiters. And again, make sure to attach a professional looking photo, because otherwise this may backfire on you. The next tip would be to create a unique looking resume for every position that you apply for. It's a good idea to do so because then your resume will be more aligned with job requirements and you will have higher chances of getting hired. Before, doing this kind of thing used to be very time consuming, but now you can just use ChatGPT. Take your resume, take the job position, and ask ChatGPT to rewrite your resume according to the requirements of a certain position. Next tip would be to look at other resumes to enhance your resume writing skills. You can find a lot of resumes on various employment platforms, especially if you look from the perspective of an employer. It is a good idea to look at higher level positions because they tend to have well-structured resumes. But instead of copying resume directly, analyze it and look for practices that you find valuable. This way you can take all the little good things from many different resumes and construct a well-structured resume for yourself. Last tip is related to rewriting your resume, and it's a good idea to do this kind of thing periodically. You will always change and grow in your profession, and your resume should do the same thing, not only in terms of information, but in its presentation and structure. This way the resume would be aligned with your professional growth and follow the latest industry standards. So there you have it. It does take a while to get a hang for what it takes to write a good resume, but these tips should point you in the right direction and help you to get started quickly. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. If you have questions, leave a comment. I answer to everything that you write. Have a good day and see ya!